Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey,
hey,
hey, hey,
hey,
hey,
hey,
hey,
hey,
hey, hey,
hey.
hey. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah,
It's the
man.
eyeball line.
Hey, hey.
It's the eyeball line.
Let's go.
Get it? It's the eyeball line. Get it? It's the eyeball line. Let's go. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in,
Come on.
everybody. Come on.
Hey,
Call the phone, call the phone, call the phone.
call it.
Call the phone, call the phone, call the phone.
Call it.
Call the phone, call the phone, call the phone.
Let's go.
Call the phone, call the. I got some twos on.
Okay.
Twos
Hey.
on. I got some twos on. I got some twos on. I got some twos on. I don't even wear J's. I don't even wear J's. I don't even wear J's. Hey, hey, I'm already on the way. I'm already on the way. Hey, I'm already on the way.
On the way.
Hey, I'm already on the way.
It's on the way.
Breezy.
Yes,
Breezy.
yes, sir.
What's happening?
Good, my guy.
Hey, you already know, man.
Yeah, man.
You already know, man. What up, party people, man?
Number one podcast.
We in here. Y'all already know it. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how it's gonna go down tonight. Look like my tablet dead, Breezy.
Yeah, man. I got a blur on my screen, too.
Yeah. You done did your background, eh?
Yeah, I ain't mean to.
You ain't mean to do your
I'm
background.
about to fix that.
Oh, man. My tablet ain't in charge, man. It's all good. What up,
Let's
people?
go.
Hey. Instagram gonna be a little slow so I can get my tablet up. But it's all good.
All right, man. We good. We good.
You good?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay. I got a little juice over here, too.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
I don't know. Hey, listen. I'm glad this is a live stream. But what up, everybody? Welcome to the iBall Radio live stream and call-in show right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. Make sure you go follow our iBall Radio YouTube page at Little IBALL Radio YouTube page. And what else, man? Oh, iBall Radio, the iBall podcast. You can find anywhere you get your podcast. And Breezy, iBallRadio.com. On the way. Turn up with your folk, man. What up, people? Man, listen, that website is it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Right.
I will tell you that. It's about to be the what we say, Breeze. We say we the number one podcast for all things high school and college basketball in the state of Alabama, which is a fact, right? Which is a fact.
Right.
Go,
In the state.
go check the numbers. It's a fact, right? And then this is about to be the number one comprehensive website in the state of Alabama. See, here's the other thing, man. I think it's a couple of websites out there, man. I don't know them all, but shout out to everybody who is in the lane, doing the lane, right? Shout out to y'all. But the ones who aren't from the state, who are in the state doing it, it's time for y'all to go. I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying it's time for y'all to go. Peace. Don't let the doorknob hit you with a good load, split you.
Kick him out like Martin, dude.
Get out. Get the stepping. Come on, man. Like that's what we doing right now. But for real, iBallRadio.com, man. Be on the lookout for that. Breeze, I did calculate some information. Thank you for backing that up, man. I feel like it was real close to me, man. I feel like I was all up in it, man. I did garner some information though, bro. Which I think is extremely important for us.
Okay.
Which is basketball season officially starts October 21st.
Wow.
The first day of practice is October 21st.
It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah. The first official game can be played on November the 7th. So, man, today is October the 3rd.
Yep.
We are about 1 month away from the official start. So we're about 32 days away from the official start of high school basketball right here in the state of Alabama, man. And let's go, man. I'm crunk. I am excited, man. Practice starts on the 21st. Let's talk about that real quick.
All right.
Practice starting on the 21st is about 6 days later than it usually always has been. Mm-hmm. I wonder why the calendar has been pushed back 6 days.
Good question.
That's a good question, man.
Who in control of that?
Alabama High School Athletic Association.
Oh,
we're in control. They control everything. But I really want to know why the calendar has been pushed back almost a week. That's a long time, bro.
Is it like something that week, like something going on?
Football.
Thursday, Friday night lights.
Thursday, Friday night football. That's the only thing I can attest it to. You know, I don't see, because for umpteen years, man, October 15th has always been the de facto beginning of high school basketballs or just basketball season, period. October 15th has always been that day. But this year, it looked like October 21st is the day, man. And I wonder why. I would like an explanation. Hey, listen, and I'm sure it's a good one. I don't know. I don't got all the information.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know. I would like to know
we need
why
an insider over the association.
Yeah, man, we need that. To let us know why October 21st is day and not October 15th. Because let me look at my calendar while I'm sitting here obliviating. The 15th, the 15th of Tuesday, man. 21st of Monday. I wonder why they ain't started on the 14th. Oh, I know why. 14th is Columbus Day. So why would you push it out a whole nother week, though? You feel what I'm saying? Like you push back a week for Columbus Day?
I guess they going shopping.
Well, and also Columbus Day is also Indigenous People Day. So shout out to all our Indigenous people out there. So yeah,
well.
I'm Squirrel. I've been watching a movie on Netflix called Red's Ball. Has anybody else out there seen Red's Ball on Netflix? It's executive produced by LeBron James.
I ain't seen it.
Yeah, I've been on it. I hadn't finished it, but I've been watching it last couple of days, and it's about some in New Mexico, a high school that's on a reservation, some Navajo reservation, and they hooping. And they deal with a whole bunch of stuff, man. If you hadn't seen it, man, go check out Red's Ball on Netflix, man. It's pretty good. It's kind of.
That's
but
what Lance said. He agreed with you about the football.
That's why it is. Should have known. But yeah, so October 21st is the de facto start. But yeah, Squirrel, man, go watch Red's Ball. If you hadn't seen it, man. If you're a hoop head like we are, dog, you need to go check that out. But what was I talking about to get to Red's Ball? Oh yeah, the why it got pushed back, an Indigenous People Day. That's it. So yeah, I'm sure Lance is correct that they pushed that back because of football season, bro. Like they chopping a week off our head already, right? New commissioner then came in, and executive director, whatever they call him, has come in and
do what he do.
Do what he do, man. But I really don't know how to feel about that, because I already think I already know that football just gets too much of our time, dog. Like it gets too much time.
Get too much time. Get all the time.
If I'm not mistaken, dog, I think the state championships are in the second week of December. Seriously. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, somebody in the chat tell me. I think it is the second week of December for the state championships, bro. I just told y'all basketball season, first official game can be played on November 7th. It's some teams that won't have a basketball team because most of their athletes are on the football field, right? So they're not even going to play a game until the second or third week of December. And then they season over with in January.
That's fast.
Come on, man. Like, that's tough, man. That's
very tough.
I
don't understand it.
I don't know, man.
We ain't in control.
We don't have it. Basketball has no control and gets absolutely no love. That's what I can tell you from that. From what I have, what's the word I'm looking for? From what I have assessed about the situation.
I got you.
Right. What I've assessed about the situation.
Right.
I'm trying to get my tablet right over here, y'all.
It's
coming.
Good.
It's coming together,
up.
man. Yeah. It need a little time to stretch, I guess. Stretch his arms, get loose. But what up with y'all out there, people, man? What's been going on with y'all in the world of high school basketball, man? I know y'all got some info out there for me. I know y'all got some juicy news.
Yeah.
Phone been blowing up about just questions about recruiting, questions about our preseason tour. But since we're in the intro, I don't know why I didn't got off.
What's good?
I ain't intro nothing. iBallRadio.com is on the way. Follow us on YouTube. We're streaming live right now, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So wherever you want to get us, you can go get us. All of this, let's take a little moment to speak real quick, okay?
All right.
We will be exclusively on YouTube here very soon. I love my Instagram community. Instagram shows us the most love, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. Like we get a lot of love on the book, but we get a lot of love on the gram.
On the ground.
We get a lot of love on
That
the gram,
IG.
man. Yeah, IG is our home, right? I don't even use X for real. We on there and we post, but I don't go look on there, right? But IG is where it's at. And I love our IG community, bro. Like they real residents, they real tenants
Yeah, for sure.
of
We
our
appreciate that.
of our eyeball community, and we appreciate them. However, our time is slowly coming to an end.
Moving on up.
Moving on up, man.
Well, it might not be up, but just over.
Just moving over. And it's everything's up.
Yeah,
So it's over. But we're gonna be exclusively on iBallRadio.com and on YouTube. Coming up here as soon as the website drops.
That's big. That's
That's
big.
huge,
That
man.
website.
Yeah, like everything will be done through the iBall radio website, y'all. Everything will be done on iBallRadio.com. So just get ready to move all of your interests and information over to iBallRadio.com, and we will be exclusive on there. We're doing so much work on there, y'all, and we want our Instagram community to come with us, right? We want to bring y'all along, and we got a YouTube community out there that's growing, and we appreciate y'all.
As well. Yep.
Thank y'all for tapping in, but we're gonna need y'all to come on over to iBallRadio.com, man. And here's the thing, man. I might be able to drop it a little early, but not right now. I might be able to drop it a little early, in the pre-launch area before. We have a tentative date. Should I give them the tentative date since we're talking about it? Tentative date
ahead.
right now is October 15th. But with the information I just garnered, it might be pushed back to October 21st. We want to drop on the first day of basketball season. We might have a soft launch on the 15th, just so you guys, all the players, can go in and start filling out their player cards. We will have a section on the website for you to go in and fill out your player card, which will default you into our iBall Radio player database. And once you're inside that iBall Radio player database, you will be able to be seen by every person that comes to that website, including every college coach that will ever tap into our website, which we will have plenty of. So make sure, be ready to go drop your player cards on there. That's going to be a major section of the website. It's going to have, I'm just going to give y'all the whole rundown. We're going to have everything on there for you. Once you go fill out your player card, you will be able to add your links, meaning your links to your Huddle account, your YouTube account.
Okay.
You'll be able to put your Instagram link in there, your X link in there. Every link that you have that you want to place, that you will want somebody to go look at, you will be able to add onto your player card, which will default to our player database, and you will be hyperlinked on our website. So whenever your name is mentioned on the website, they will be able to click on it. And when they click on it, it's going to take you to your player card. That player card will have all of your information in it. And not only will it have all your information in it, you will be able from there to go to whatever link that you have on there. And here's the Breeze, is so much.
That's so much.
And anytime your name has been mentioned on our website for anything, whether it's an article been written, whether you have been mentioned in the rankings, whether we got an exclusive content on you, whatever it is, if your name is mentioned on that website, that hyperlink will go to your player card. So on your player card, every article, every link, everything will be listed on your player card. Easy access for anybody who wants to find it, which is, in my opinion, invaluable. Amazing. It's gonna be so dope, y'all. Like I'm ready for y'all to see it. We've been like I don't know. We've been working hard on this website. We ain't building it ourselves. Like we didn't champion somebody. We got some developers. We just spent the bag. I'm just gonna be honest. I ain't scared to tell you. Yeah, we have spent the bag on the site, right? And it's about to go down.
Yeah, it is.
It's about to go down. It's going to be the most awesome thing you ever seen.
Yeah.
Hey, what I told him, Breezy, since the beginning of the internet.
Of the internet?
Of the whole internet. I'm going to say my speech again. Anything, if you have ever put inside your head a website that is geared towards high school basketball, if you've ever seen that in your life or envisioned that since the inception of the internet, this is the website you want to see.
It's so for you.
I ain't telling y'all no more. I ain't telling y'all no more.
That's
I ain't
a
telling.
lot.
Here, okay. You know what, Breezy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go cold on them.
Okay. Ice cold.
We got right now over 40 articles, Q&As with high school players here in the state already ready to drop. Over 40. We will be dropping a player spotlight every single day.
Hey,
we will
man.
spotlight a different player hooping in the state of Alabama every single day, Monday through Friday.
There's a lot of good kids out here hooping.
Hey, listen, we talking about everybody, but you got to be from the state of Alabama.
Yeah,
We
that's
talking
important.
Alabama kids,
From well,
Alabama schools,
from
Alabama writers.
There it is.
Point blank, period. Nothing more, nothing less, man. But what up with y'all people, man? Open the phone lines, man. Let's see what they want to talk about. I ain't got nothing to talk about with y'all tonight. I got a couple things that came across the wire that I could speak about, but I want to know what's up with our community tonight, man. Hit us in the chat. Hit us on the phone. Phone lines open 334-209-5222, man. Call in right now. Let us know, man. Speak your piece. Tonight is what it's all about. Tonight is about y'all night. If don't know nobody don't call in, we ain't gonna stay on live long, right? I'm not gonna have a podcast for y'all tonight. I'm gonna let y'all drive it. What the people out there talking about? As much as y'all DM me and tell me, hey, you need to talk about this kid, you need to speak about this kid, you need to do something about this kid. Here's your opportunity to call in and tell us about that kid. Breeze, I had every time we post a clip damn near and we speak about a kid in the state, what happens is, bro,
what's that?
Somebody hits us up and like, oh, you need to talk about so-and-so.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to talk about it might be a team, it might be a teammate, it might be a rival,
right.
It might be somebody completely somewhere else. Like during the show, I'm gonna get text messages. Hey, talk about so-and-so and so-and-so.
I know.
Like
I know.
Bro, you
Call
don't have to call in. You DM me, you text me if you got my number, and this number that you see on the screen right now, 334-209-5222. You can also text that 9. Like if you're afraid to call in and you don't want to put your comment in the comment section for everybody to see, you can text that line right now, 334-209-5222. Hey, the iBall Radio text line. The iBall Radio text line is now open.
I wonder what that looked like on the phone. Like what does? Let me see.
The
iBall
Radio text line.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at that.
Hey, listen, and that is the iBall Radio text line is up for sale. If anybody wants to advertise, we got some coming in once the website drops. But if anybody else is interested in advertising or having promotion on the iBall Radio brand, a podcast or lives, if you want to take over the text line, you can have that. The iBall Radio text line can become your business name text line. Right?
Hey, it's a new avenue.
It's a new avenue, man. We out here for the community, man. We giving y'all an opportunity to come out here. But yeah, man, 334-209-5222. But yeah, Breezy, I was talking with someone earlier this week, right? And what's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
Well, this had to be yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. So I was speaking to somebody yesterday, right? And the interesting thing text message still be going off. But the interesting thing about it is, man, we were talking about the talent in the areas throughout the state, right? And I want to bring this text message that I got to the air.
All right.
I'm not doing, listen, we are not a controversial show.
No.
Right? We don't start shit, basically, right? We don't start shit. That ain't what we're here to do.
Right.
We're here to be uplifting, but if you can't play and somebody tells you, I'm gonna say you can't play.
The hard truth.
That's the hard truth.
Yeah.
That ain't hating. That ain't nobody.
That's to help you be better.
Exactly. That's what we're here to do. We're here to tell the truth.
We're not yes man.
Nah, damn show ain't that. Right. So but we ain't here to start no shit either. Right. But I will say this. It has been since we dropped our viral video about Birmingham versus Huntsville, and then everybody else was like, oh, well, you need to do this place versus this place, but da-da-da-da-da. All that came in, right? So I got some stats, right? And these are legit stats. And I want people to take this for what it's worth.
All right.
This is in the last, you ready for this, Breezy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
103 years.
103?
Last 103 years since 1921. Right? Since 1921. 103 years of basketball only won Huntsville. Okay, let me preference all of this. This is for the Huntsville area. Okay, this is a Huntsville area stat.
Mm-hmm.
Huntsville City Schools, right, since 1921, 103 years of basketball, have only won 6 state championships in the top classification. 6A, 7A. We know 7A is rather new, right? So basically 6A and 7. They've only won 6 in 103 years.
It's a lot of years.
And not a lot of championships. Now, it's a lot of 5A and 3A championships. I know they got some of those, right? I know Madison Academy had a good run. When they had a good run back in the 3A, I think in those early 2000s, early mid 2000s.
Okay.
They had a good run with our guy the GA over at Belmont. I know Jemison, J.O./Jemison had a good run when they had John Petty. They won a bunch. I think he won 2 or 3 state championships, if not more. I know Jakari Lane had a good run in 5A with Lee out of Huntsville winning back-to-back state championships not that long ago. So they got some other state championships, don't get me wrong, right? But in the top, a lot of times when we're having these conversations, we're talking about the top classification. We talking about the big dogs, right? And I want people to understand that. So they've only won 6 state championships, right? Over that same time span, Birmingham has won 31 state championships in basketball in the top classifications. I'm not talking about 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A. I'm talking about the top classification, 6A, 7A basketball. Birmingham has won 31 state championships. 31.
3 times. Over 3 times. A little over 3 times.
Bro. 31 state championships over that same period. And we're having a conversation about who hooping? Okay, I digress. Coming in at second is Montgomery with 11 in the top classification. Third on that list. Y'all ready? And hold on, before I tell them, third on this list, before I say who third is, I've heard a lot from this area.
I think I know where you're going.
Hey, and listen, they were beating their chest a little bit, right? And people were really poo-pooing them, right? I even put a video out there saying they deserve more love.
Right.
Tuscaloosa.
T-Town.
Tuscaloosa has 9 state championships in the top classifications over that time span.
Wow.
Y'all better put some respect on T-Town name.
Tuscaloosa High?
No, just the Tuscaloosa area.
Okay.
The Tuscaloosa area.
Yeah.
Has had Tuscaloosa County has had 9 top classification state championships over the last 103. That's a hell of a lot, bro.
That's a lot.
Like Tuscaloosa. I know Central Tuscaloosa had a really good run with Coach Sanders when he was there, RIP. He won some. So you got to. I know that. I know Peck Love won one over Paul Bryant not too many years, not just a couple years ago. So I'm saying I know. Listen, put some respect on Tuscaloosa's name. West Alabama. I've been shouting out West Alabama a lot, and I've been giving West Alabama their props. But hey man, they third on the list. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Huntsville got 6 after that. You know who y'all see who I still haven't mentioned? Say it again, Breeze.
The bottom.
Still have not mentioned some people that have been capping very hard in the last couple of weeks. We have not mentioned the bottom. Mobile.
The Bill.
On only 5 state championships in the top classifications in the last 103 years.
Man.
Tuscaloosa damn near done doubled you up. Montgomery didn't double plushed you up. Right. In Birmingham, it's not even a question. Now, I will say this.
It's a nice stat.
This is going to blow a lot of people out. They are tied with Selma. Little bitty Selma is tied with the whole Mobile area in state championships in the last 103 years. Hey, listen, don't shoot the messenger. This is information that was fed to me, right? So don't shoot the messenger. Don't say I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't say I'm hating. Don't say I'm coming side. No, don't. You can't say none of that because I'm telling you now. This is the information that is readily available for anybody to go see.
Right.
I told you the last time Mobile won a top classification state championship was 2016 with McGill Tulane. Before that, it was 2007 with LaFleur. It's been a long time, right? So
a long time.
Without a dope, the step two. But okay, so I'm saying, like, when we're having a conversation, and if we're gonna have a legit conversation, you know how people say men lie, women lie, numbers don't?
Right.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Numbers do lie.
Numbers lie.
Okay? Because I can make an equation to prove a point that I wouldn't prove with any numbers that I want. I can find an equation and some numbers that can match up to whatever the hell I'm saying.
Right.
But some numbers that don't lie is who holds up the blue map at the end of the year.
That's not a lie.
That's not a lie.
That's a fact.
That is a dead bone fact. Those numbers can't change. Even if somebody gets in trouble and has to vacate wins, that number still don't change.
Nah.
You still won the game.
Still won.
You still won the game.
Bragging right.
Come on. So my point is, Birmingham has the best basketball. And if you go back to the now again mentioned viral video that we talked about, I said in that video, it's a strength in what? Numbers.
Yeah.
Their population is way bigger. So if they got a lot more people, guess what they're also producing? A lot more athletes.
More athletes.
They producing more athletes. They're producing bigger kids, better kids, more kids, right? It's just it's strength, again, strength in numbers. Like that's why Atlanta, you walk in Atlanta in a gym in Atlanta it's gonna be 6'10, 6'11. And you're like, where all these big ass kids come from? We don't have those just walking the streets in Alabama, right? Because it's what, 4 million people in damn Atlanta alone, just the city. And then when you go metro, it's about 10.
Yeah,
if you go, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of damn people. It ain't but like 4 million people in all the state of Alabama.
The whole state.
So it makes sense, right? So my thing is, bro, I get it. I understand, but the numbers don't lie.
They don't.
The numbers just don't lie. They are for sure running away with the best basketball. So I get the part where a lot of areas, because I mentioned to y'all, it's 67 counties in the state of Alabama, right? And inside those counties, it's a whole bunch of schools playing a whole bunch of basketball inside every county, right? So I get it. A lot of these counties aren't highly populated, so they can't play 6A, 7A basketball.
Right.
Well, you know what it is? Life ain't fair. Your ass ain't in the conversation.
You gotta move to a different section.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. You ain't in this conversation. Now, we can have a conversation about the best 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A teams of all times and what's the best areas for those, because those smaller schools continue to win. Right. You always see the Lochapokas, the Tolgavilles, like those cats win in 1A, right? They win in 1A. And you can go to the 2A and 3A. Fine. We can have that conversation if somebody calls 334-209-5222 and brings it up, right? And backs it up, we can have that conversation. But right now, we're talking about the top classifications. And in those top classifications, bro, it ain't close. It ain't
big dogs.
With the big dogs, it ain't close, bro. Like, it's Montgomery and Birmingham.
That's a fun fact. Like,
but Birmingham has 20 more state championships than the second place team.
They've been hooping. But like you say, they got more people, more kids.
Life ain't fair. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, they not hooping, or because nah. The numbers tell you what it is.
They tell you what it is.
It's 31 state championships. Like, you don't have to have the biggest population to win.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you only need one team to get there and win it. You don't, just because they got 12, 13, 14, that mean it's harder for them to get there because they got more competition. In that. So that you can't use that as an excuse, in my opinion. You can't use that as an excuse, though. Right. Like you only need, if you only got one 7A team, well, that damn 7A team should be very good because you should have all the talent in your area. That one school should have all the damn talent. A stacked team. Come on, man. So that's why I like Dothan so much. But ever since Dothan got rid of Northview and now everybody go to Dothan, look at Dothan. They done made a Final Four appearance. They done made a regional appearance, and they are primed and ready this year to get back to Birmingham if they can get past Enterprise. And that I can't wait to talk areas. We're gonna talk areas here in a little while. And I know this is podcast talk that we bring it to the live, but we're gonna talk area here in a minute, and we're gonna talk about the areas and who we think gonna win them. We're gonna break them down every single area and say who we think gonna win that area. Okay. In every classification. We're just not doing the big dogs. We're gonna go all the way down to 1A, and we're gonna break them down who we think gonna win every single area. But that area 7A, the central, I don't know what area it is. It might be 4, it might be 16. I don't know which one it is. It's one of them areas, right? But it has Carver, Dothan, Enterprise, Jag, and somebody else. I think Lee went down to, Percy Julian went down to 6A. But it may be Prattville. Prattville's the other school in that area. Man, did you hear what I just said, though? In one area. Yeah. Dothan, Enterprise, Jag, and Carver. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like whoever comes out of there, like it's two things gonna happen. They either gonna really, really compete for a state championship, or they're gonna be too beat up to get there. One or the other, right? Because tough season. It's gonna be so much good basketball played, and it makes me feel good because there's gonna be a lot of good basketball played in the Montgomery area. Yeah, for sure. Right, like the Montgomery area, a lot to go check out, a lot to report on. Park Crossing gonna be hooping in 6A this year. You got Pike Road down there. We're gonna be checking out. You already know Brutech. I think they playing Brutech 4A. I think they dropped down to 4A if I'm not mistaken. They might still be 5A, but I think they dropped to 4A this year because we had realignment this year. So like I say, we're gonna go through haven't we done that on here? We did this on the platform. Then we break down the areas that might have been on a podcast. Well, you did the rankings you did for like with the way too early. Way too early. So regardless of classification. So that was kind of like something like that. And I think we kind of went through some of the areas. I think we talked about them. We talked about it. We did. But we're gonna really break those down. We're gonna get deep into it, man. And I'm gonna get my predictions of who I think gonna win every area. So my thing is I'm gonna go with what you say. You gotta do your own research, Breeze. You gotta do your own. You gotta look at that. You can't go what I say. You gotta go on your own, cuz. You got people want to know. Hey, listen, Breezy, they see your face on here every day. They gonna be like, hey, what Breezy say? Yeah, I'm gonna look at it for sure. Okay, I'm gonna look at it for sure. Yeah, because I'm gonna get more in depth this season. For sure. Indeed. Because listen, y'all don't know. I got articles from Breezy on y'all. Oh, yeah, I do got. Hey, I got some articles. I got more on the way too. I got articles from Breezy on y'all. I'm stepping out my comfort zone. Come on, man. Y'all listen, man. It is going down on iBallRadio.com. Make sure you be on the lookout for that. But Breezy, I will say this. When we do go through those areas and break them down and put that information out on who we think gonna win each area, I'm gonna do something else. Not only are we gonna do that, I'm ready to pull up who's gonna be the toughest matchups of the season. For sure. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Welcome to the iBall Radio Live.
Lance, Huntsville, Alabama.
Our number one guy, our number one resident, Lance, calling from Huntsville. All right, Lance, what you got for us tonight? Because I know you got something good.
So y'all tied in well with what I wanted to talk about tonight. So I had a interesting conversation with some gentlemen today, and when you talk about basketball in the South, Alabama does come up a lot because of what the state has produced over the years. Mm-hmm. But a lot of our kids are leaving and going to different prep schools, a lot in the Atlanta area. But just like what you guys just mentioned, is you have to look at the population of Atlanta, and it's 2 to 3 times the size of our entire state.
Yep.
and that's just one city.
Yep.
And so the gentleman that I was talking with today, a couple of them, one is a player development guy with the Atlanta Hawks, been there a while. He's out of the Huntsville area, played his high school basketball here, and they're talking about what they can do for the state of Alabama. And so him, as well as a guy that's playing professionally right now, they have been looking at land to start Alabama's first prep school, if you will, that will develop high-level basketball that will attract people from all over the state.
So we are looking at a basketball-focused prep school coming to the state of Alabama, is what you're saying.
That's right. And we got the mayor involved and all types of things that it looks like it's going to be. Right now, they're talking with Puma, as well as a couple other shoe companies to get involved. So all the puzzle pieces are, it may take a year or so, but they're coming together.
Okay, let me ask this. All right, since we're on that topic, I'm gonna ask you, Lance. Do you think a national prep can work in the state of Alabama due to what we just talked about with the numbers that are here in the state? If it is to be successful, do you think it could be solely an Alabama prep, or will they have to go out and recruit kids from other states in order to compete?
So there were three main words that I mentioned numerous times in the meeting today. I said collaboration, celebration, and hard work. If this state will collaborate and use this to celebrate its own and put in the hard work, I absolutely think it will be successful. But if we want to see this as, oh, they trying to get my kid and trying to get this kid, I mean, that's been going on forever anyway. Let's just squash that now.
Facts.
But if they will work hard and work together, we got something to celebrate.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, another question. and I know I think you know where I'm going with this one. It's a governing body called the AHSAA. What do you think their involvement with or their pushback for will be?
Oh, of course, the very first thing they're going to push back for sure.
Right.
Because, as we were talking about earlier tonight, this is a football state. And everything from our schedules to everything revolves around that. Even, the summer calendars revolve around that. And so, with something like this coming in, even though, like I said, it's something to collaborate, celebrate, and work hard to achieve, is they're not going to see it as that because they still don't understand the shot clock. They still don't understand the NIL. They still don't understand a lot of things. And so it's going to take, that's why we got some politicians involved, because you just can't go down there and talk to the sports commission.
Okay, so this is so interesting to me because I think this is well overdue, and I'm glad to hear that it's on its way. And I think it can be more successful now than in the past if Alabama does one thing, that NIL rule. If the NIL rule can be amended, changed, created, whatever it needs to be in order to bring that to the state, I think needs to happen. And if that happens, then I think this will work, because now whatever pushback the High School Athletic Association may have won't matter, because it's going to be a revenue flowing through that place that they can't stop the train.
Overruled.
They can't stop the train if the money is being poured into it. And if we're talking NBA, we're talking NBA players, NBA employees, people who got a check is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If you can really get those type of people to buy into it and actually invest in, because everybody doubted the OTE until they heard who they had invested. It's the Carmelos, it's the Kevin Durant's, it's the Jeff Bezos. You got all these type people pushing money into something, it's gonna be successful. So I think if they can,
and that's
that,
why I
they
was
will.
telling these guys today, like what you have already brought to the table is amazing in itself. But what if you can reach out to the Gerald Wallaces, and you can reach out to the Damari Carrolls, and you can reach out to all the guys and give them the bigger vision? I mean, I know they have their own little things going on, and that's wonderful.
Right.
But what if everybody collaborated? Then we got something. If those kids want to go to Atlanta, be like, well, hey, guess what we got?
Mm-hmm. All right, I got to play a little devil's advocate because I love the idea. I'm pro this idea, right? But I got to play a little devil's advocate. What does that do to high school basketball in the state? Does it help? Does it hurt? Or does it do neither?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's been going on for a long time. I mean, you had the Chad Moores and people like that went to Oak Hill.
Mm-hmm.
They've been leaving the state, so why not keep them here?
I agree. Yep.
Do I think that it's a slam dunk? I think it's going to take some heavy hitter politicians to get involved to change some things so that this can be successful. But if we just prop it up today and say, hey, the door's open for business, it's going to be extremely hard.
Right. So in the Instagram check, Daga Nation live in the building. What up, though? I will say this. I think it's a brilliant idea. I will say again. However, if we're talking about getting the cream of the crop, so okay, and I know you probably don't want to give too many details, and it's probably not a whole bunch of details to even give out, but is this going to be structured like most national preps? Like, okay, say you go to a Mount Verde.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be that you play a national schedule and not, your local, 1A schedule, if you will.
Right. And will they have will this be post-grad prep or just straight high school?
I'm not sure they've gotten that far into the weeds about it.
I said that.
The way that I think you have to soften the state about it, which is the way that I kind of told them they should pitch this, is, you have all these schools like a LAMP or like down in Mobile, there's one for science. Up here in Huntsville, there's a state high school that's a magnet school for cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
And so almost pitch it like that, meaning that, this is a school for basketball players, just like they have them for people who just want to be cybersecurity specialists, or they have them that just want to be in the arts, or they have them that just want to be in science and math down there in Mobile. I can't remember the name of that one, but but I said I think that kind of softens them to something that they at least have some type of framework to understand.
Yeah, because that's the only question I would have, and because we sent Greedy to prep, but he went to post-grad prep. But I will say this,
right?
Like, what is the educational purpose? Because that's going to be the main kickback. Like, because we know, man, these prep schools, bro, they ain't doing no school, right? Like, that's not what they're there to do, right? They're not there to do that. Even though they get it, that's not the focus. Do you think that will fly here in the state?
I think it will. And I think one of the things that helps is us being in a post-COVID educational system where, online education and alternative type educations are more acceptable. Carry-On Johnson and his dad and brother, they have a place here in Huntsville that, help with a lot of educational things. They do tutoring and ACT prep and stuff like that. So there's pro athletes and former pro athletes that, if we all collaborate and not just continue to silo things, there's people that are doing good things in all of those aspects, whether it's academic, social, or just strictly basketball.
Like I say, what you're saying is, man, it sounds very, very intriguing to me. Now, I know in Huntsville.
Well, and the main thing that I told them today, one thing I said, one of the next conversations I want to have is bring, the iBall radio crew in, because of the connections you guys have, that can, again, this collaborative effort to just strengthen this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. You already know we down, Lance. It ain't nothing but one phone call away and we there. So
So I'll tell you a quick story, and this is not basketball related and kind of a proud dad moment. So I have a 15-year-old daughter who's a soccer player, top 100 in the country, sophomore at Huntsville High School. And we just left the state. We just signed our first pro contract with a team out of Chattanooga, Tennessee for her to be a pro athlete today.
Wow. Live hand claps. Congratulations. Now,
so when we talk about access for athletes in the state of Alabama, that's why I want to champion these types of things, because we're just so far behind in every athletic aspect.
And that's what I was going to say. I know it's crossing over to sports, and I know I got to let you go, but crossing over into sports, like, what was your thought process going through that? Like, hey, we got an opportunity, and I'm gonna tell you what this feels like to me, just to relate it to basketball. This feels very Caleb Holt-esque, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
I can stay here and play and do what I got to do because I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get anyway. However, my earning potential is not here. So why am I here? Is that kind of what your decision was?
Well, the biggest thing for us that led us to the decision that we made was the word exposure. Exposure to higher level coaching and environment where you can continue to develop at a high level that you can't get access to that here. Exposure to higher level events that you're going to go play against the cream of the cream across the world. Like, they go to Scotland and they go to England and all these places. Wow. I mean, you're not doing that in the state of Alabama.
Yeah. Like, say, hey, Caleb Holt has Clutch Sports and Fear of God. Like, it's just getting much bigger than that, bro. It don't get much bigger.
Right.
Hey, Lance, man, appreciate you calling in tonight as usual, man. Thanks for the great insight and information.
Thanks, Lance.
And of course, on Tuesday, man, we're doing it again. Please give us a call back.
You got it.
There it is. You got it. Our resident number one caller, man. I got Lance Gilbert, Lance out of Huntsville. Whoa, Breezy, that's a lot to talk about right there.
Yeah, that's on a whole nother show.
That's loaded. And now it ain't a whole nother show. It's on this one, but that's loaded. That is loaded, Breezy. Like,
there's a lot of good stuff though.
A lot of good stuff in there. Like, I know it was a prep school. My guy, Fagans in Huntsville. He had DSA, Dog Sports Academy, and I know they played a national schedule. I hadn't seen much about them. It's tough to keep that train rolling, right? Especially if you're not getting, like Nance said, the cream of the cream, not the cream of the crop, but the cream of the cream. Like, if you're not getting those, you're talking about playing a national schedule, it's going to be extremely hard to compete. So I'm not sure about that, but I'm intrigued on hearing that. I think Alabama, honestly, needs a high-level prep school. Now, do we need several? No, I don't think the state is big enough for that, because we still want to keep the integrity of high school basketball.
Yeah.
Right. We still want that, but it'll be the integrity of high school basketball can be kept if we get a national prep, if they bring in the NIL, right? It will entice some of those players who might not want to go play at the prep school, who wants to play at home at their high school with their friends, but they know in order for them to make it happen, they got to go do that. They're going to go do it. But if you can allow them to earn at their high schools, I think it might change some, right? Yeah. I don't think it would be a detriment.
Yeah. Hey, it sounds good.
Look at a place. I'm not familiar with the population of the state of Missouri. Why we on here, man? I'm just gonna look it up. I will ask the chat to look it up, but y'all be slow, man.
Yeah, that's big for the state.
Population of Missouri. Real quick, I just want to. They got 6.178 million people, right? That's
really?
Yeah, due to the last census. So 6.1 million people. Let's see what Alabama is total. And I'll tell y'all why I picked Missouri here in a second. We got 5 million, 5.074. So they got like 1.1 million more people in their state. And so I would say that's pretty comparable. When you breeze it, that's not
close enough.
Yeah, that's close. That's not too far off, right? So Missouri is not much more populated than the state of Alabama.
Right.
And I say that because Missouri is packed full of prep schools, bro. I mean, loaded with prep schools.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? Kansas, the same way. Let's just for the sake of the conversation,
to
bring it in. Kansas. What's the population of Kansas?
It's gonna be less than 6.
Bro, Kansas has 2.9 million people in the entire state. So we're double, almost 3 times the size of Kansas. And Missouri is 3 times the size of Kansas.
Yeah.
And Kansas has plenty of prep schools.
Right.
High level. Hell, Linkier is in Missouri. What's my top prep school that your boy went and played at? That's in Kansas. Oh man, it's slipping my mind right now. Man, Greedy them played them boys 5 times, bro. He almost went there. Damn. They play in the Geico National Championship and all that.
Okay. Yeah. That's
But somebody might tell me in the chat if they know. But anyway, those places are populated the same as Alabama. But here's the thing. Their basketball is on a completely different level in Missouri.
right.
And I know this because Greedy went to prep school in Missouri.
I was just thinking that.
He went to prep school in Missouri. That was right up the street, 10, 15 minutes away from Linkier, which is a high-level prep school in Missouri.
Yeah.
So I don't see that hurting the basketball, the local high school basketball in the state, because a lot of those, as I said, they bring in a lot of guys from the outside.
Yeah.
They bring in guys from other states, right?
I like
That's why I was asking Lance, is this going to be a factor of we have to go, well, they will have to go get names and guys from outside the state to come play in the state with because the reason I'm saying that, I don't think they're going to be able to clean up all the top level talent in the state.
Okay.
And to be able to compete, we just told you the numbers of Georgia, of Atlanta, of Missouri. We just told you those numbers. To be able to compete on that national level, you're going to have to bring some guys in.
Yeah.
Like, that's like saying we're going to take all the top players in the state of Alabama and put them on one team. Yeah, they will be able to compete. Bro, we can't even do that with AAU.
Right.
We damn sure ain't finna do it with high school.
Right.
Come on.
They swap.
Let's stop it. Stop it. That ain't gonna happen. So we're not gonna get all the top level talent to filter to that school. So in my opinion, they're gonna have to go out and get some outside talent.
Hey,
they're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to do what they're gonna have to do.
It's gonna have to, man. Sunrise, that's it. Sunrise Christian in Kansas. I knew, man. I love the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. They keep me right. Yeah, man. But shout out, Sunrise, dog.
Yeah.
That's in little. They 2.9 million
2.9.
people, and they got one of the top prep schools in the entire country.
Yeah.
Why can't Alabama have that?
Yeah.
But again, they got a lot of outside talent coming into that joint.
Right.
Are we gonna have to bring in outside talent? And what does that say about us if we're filtering in? So is that a good thing that Alabama goes and steals from other states like they steal from us?
That's what they do to us.
Is that it? Come on, I don't know, man. It's a conversation to be had, man.
It's a lot of good.
Hey, I got another shout out to the chat again. They say Alabama. This coming from Daga Nation. And who gave me that? That is Head Rick J. Gave me Sunrise Christian. Appreciate that. Daga Nation says Alabama not really trying to spend the money.
I see that.
Have we not had that conversation before, Breezy? A lot.
That's why everybody gone.
Listen. The NIL conversation that we just intertwined into this conversation is the reason why. We won't even let the dollars come in. Dog, we ain't got the lottery.
Gone.
We ain't got the casino.
Gone.
We ain't got NIL.
Gone.
Like, what the? That's why there ain't no money here.
I'm leaving.
Hell, Georgia. Shit, Georgia, what my check it, man? Listen, I quit. Alabama, I quit. CTC. CTC. Georgia, CTC, I'm on the way, man. Fuck it. Fuck it, man. Send the check, man. I'm on the way. But nah, seriously, bro.
For real,
we got to get the money in here, dog.
Got to, man.
Like,
I think it's good.
Bro, Birmingham got that paper.
Yeah.
Like, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, it's some money in Montgomery.
Yeah, it's different.
It's
different.
It's different money. It's different money, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like, Birmingham got that paper. Huntsville, bro. Huntsville got that.
They got that bag.
paper.
They got that bag.
They got a real bag up there in Huntsville, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like areas like Mountain Brook, Vestavia, there's real bags in them areas, dog.
Yeah, man.
So my whole thing is, I think Huntsville is a good location for it due to the growth of the Madison County and Huntsville City.
Yep.
I think it's humongous growth going on there.
Yep.
So I think that's a good place. However, I just think it's a shitty location.
Yeah.
Huntsville don't kill me. I think Huntsville is a shitty location and the reason I say that is because there's no major interstate that runs through it. Like you got to get on 565 for 15 minutes before you get to the Ville.
Back road.
You dig what I'm saying? Like you got like that. Ain't no 65, 85, 20, 22 running through Huntsville.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You see, so it's not a lot of just commuter traffic.
And that's not hate.
It's not. It's the truth. That's why Huntsville's been what it is, right? That's why it's just not growing because shit, ain't nothing coming straight through it, right? So I would say this, man. I like the idea, but I got a lot of questions on it. Can it make it happen? And true enough, the money question is one. Are they going to allow the money to get into the state in order to push this type of thing, right? And then are we going to cooperate?
Like Lance said, they're gonna have to bring in some heavyweight politicians.
They're gonna have to do that, and it's gonna have to be some legislation that's being passed in order to do it.
Yeah,
but here's the other thing, bro. Here's the other part about it that's not gonna work. Soon as legislation is passed, you're gonna see 50 prep schools pop up, and y'all gonna be eating up some of the talent, and y'all gonna be garbage as hell, and it's gonna be a bad representation. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, can we support one thing? Can we, Breeze? I'm gonna have my man. I ain't even met him. I think I know him. He looked familiar, but I've been watching their platform. My man down there at Dega Nation.
Okay.
Right. He done tapped into the lie tonight. I've been watching. I don't know. Ran across some. We cross ways on IG, and I've been watching their platform. We're gonna link up with them too, man. Okay. Like that's something that we got to do a better job of too, Breeze. We got to do a better job of collaborating with people also, right? People out there who actually getting it in, who got like-minded people, right? I like like-minded people who gonna keep the conversation going, who gonna bring something new to the table, not just y'all hating ass motherfuckers. That's
for sure.
Because there's a lot of them out there.
A lot of folks be hating.
A lot of them do be doing that. But listen, I love when y'all hate, right? Because guess what else that does, Breezy? It also keeps the conversation going.
Hey, it fuel the fire.
Hey, no, what? How the saying go, Breezy? No one cares about the truth,
right?
If the lie is more entertaining.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? So if you want to bring your lying ass on here and entertain us, come on. You know what I'm saying? But the phone lines are open, man, for a few more seconds, man. We got a few more minutes, man. We might take, if we can get one more caller, we'll take one more caller, man. 334-209-5222, man. We're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up tonight, man. But it was a very interesting conversation. Prep schools in Alabama, do you think they would work? Call in right now, 334-209-5222. Do you think a national prep in the state of Alabama will work? That's the question tonight, man. You can hit the phone line, man. You can hit the iBall Radio text line. Same number as the phone line. Or you can hit us up in the chat room. You can hit us on Instagram. You can hit us on Facebook. You can hit us on YouTube. Let us know what you think, man. Do you think a national prep, a real legitimate national prep, can work in the state of Alabama? Because here's the thing. You won't be able to play any AHSAA schools. I don't think.
Because the prep school.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to play any of those schools. So, like, you're going to have to be a national prep, right? You're going to have to be in Georgia. You're going to have to be in Florida. You're going to, like, playing those games, right? So, you know what I'm saying. You know,
I just thought about that now that you just said that. Okay.
Yeah, you can't play a regular schedule. So, you know what that's going to take, Breezy?
What's that?
Money, 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 money.
Hey.
Because if you can't travel to get to those places to play those teams, well, you gotta have your money right, bro.
Just give me my money.
Just give me my money. Yeah. Hey, you better have your money right.
For real,
like, I want it to happen. I'm looking forward to it, man. Listen, if iBall Radio could be a part of it, man, we there. We there, man. We're there to support anything that's gonna push basketball forward here in the state of Alabama. Y'all football guys, we love y'all, man. Shout out to all y'all. But we here for the hoop, man. We here for the hoop, man. But Breezy, man, how you feeling, man?
Hey, I got another comment here from TD872. He basically saying the same thing that Brian been saying. When Alabama football players leave Alabama, that's when the NIL gonna change.
You put that comment up on the screen so everybody can see it.
Forgot that.
Yeah, put it up on the screen so everybody can see it, man. And that's from who?
TD872.
Hey, TD872, man. Hell of a comment, and that's the dead bone truth. I think if we want the proverbial goalpost moved in Alabama, it's gonna come through football.
Yeah.
And
Brian been saying that for the longest.
Yeah, he has, and he's correct. And he's even went as far as saying it's gonna be the quarterback at Thompson, the young kid.
Specific.
2026 quarterback at Thompson is gonna be the one that's gonna move the goalposts for NIL in the state of Alabama.
Hey, but it need to happen some kind of way.
It does, man.
However, it need to start so we can go.
And listen, I'm all for regulation. I don't want people to think I'm out here for the Wild Wild West. I'm not. I'm all for regulation, but I'm not for you regulating a munyan. Yeah. Like it's theirs.
Right.
It's their name, image, and likeness.
You can't tell me how much I can get.
And I think it needs to be, college athletics, and we talk a lot of college basketball on here. College athletics, that's not NIL, dog. Like they might as well go and scrap that and go make the presidents, commissioners, the ADs, whatever they need to do. They need to find a commissioner and get that and put a salary cap, do all those type things, bro.
Yeah,
because that's the Wild Wild West. And we always say you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. So you might as well go and scrap that. Like that's a wrap. That's a wrap. But in high school, we can create legislation right now in the state of Alabama that is legit name, image, and likeness. Allow them to benefit off their name, image, and likeness. If iBall Radio wants to sponsor or sign a kid to an NIL deal and have him be an iBall Radio athlete, we should be able to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
If we want him to wear our shirts up under his jerseys during games, he should be able to do it.
If they gonna benefit off of you, you should be able to benefit off you too.
Thank you. That's a great way to put it. Oh yeah. Now we've said this, and this coming again from Daga Nation. He says college GM is the new position. Watch, it's already there. Like football already has GMs. Alabama has one. Ohio State has one. They're already there. And we mentioned that before, that we think it's going to be a commissioner coming up very soon, and the general manager, where they go out and do all the recruiting. It's going to change from the recruiting coordinator to general manager, because the recruiting coordinator used to take care of all the recruiting, right? Now it's going to be somebody actually out there making the deals. Right. They're going to be able to go out there and cut deals, because they need to go and make it where these universities have to do revenue sharing. That's the way college, let's skip on to college since we're talking about it. They're going to have revenue sharing in college sports.
Yeah.
Because it's too many billions with a B dollars floating through college athletics for you to tell me that you're not going to break bread with the players.
And that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Because you telling me a college coach, basketball, football, making $3, $4, $5, $6, $10, $11 million a year, and then you got the players on here who have generated all this bread to bring to the university to pay the doggone coach, can't get none.
That's
like
my name on the jersey.
Now I get it. Ohio State spent $20 million on their roster this year. Football, strictly football, $20 million. I understand every university is not going to be able to afford a $20 million salary, or what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? $20 million
allotment.
Shit, something like that, man. But y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? Everybody can't afford $20 million for their roster. Okay, like they're not going to be able to afford that. We get that. That's why it's the haves and the have-nots.
Hey.
Life ain't fair.
Hey.
Everybody ain't it. Damn inclusion. Sorry.
Hey.
Don't cancel me yet. But damn an inclusion. Like everybody can't be included.
Nah.
They keep expanding the football. It's gonna be damn like the NCAA basketball tournament here in a second if they keep letting teams in. But everybody can't be included.
No, they can't.
So my thing is, they need to go ahead and It's a whole nother comment. Now we get Breezy.
Yeah.
You were correct.
And what's that?
You said it, and then I was like, nah, it's a conversation for no, it's not. It's a conversation for another show.
It's a deep conversation.
Because I'm finna go somewhere else. I was finna go turn the corner to a whole nother thing. No, like you right.
I'm finna hit the music on you.
Hit that hit it, man. Hit it. So y'all know what that means. Take the call in down for somebody to actually do. We're done. Interesting conversation. We're gonna continue this conversation on Tuesday. We'll continue this one on Tuesday, man.
Appreciate that, Lance.
Yeah, I know a lot gonna go on between now and Tuesday, so I'm probably gonna have 17 other things to talk about.
We gotta bring it back up, though.
Yeah, we gotta bring it back up. This is actually more of a podcast conversation than a live conversation.
It is.
Even though if people want to take calls on it, people want to give their opinion to tell us if they can think it'll work or not, we'll do that. But it's more of a podcast conversation than a live. But we're going to bring it back on the live on Tuesday if I remember, if something else more pertinent and important hadn't happened in the world of recruiting or something of that nature. But appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight, man. Make sure y'all go tap in. Follow us on all social media, Little IBALL Radio. Go subscribe to the iBall Radio YouTube page, man. Make sure you hit that subscription button. Hit the notification bell. Like, comment, and share. Because y'all can get information every time we get drop content. And when do we drop content, Breezy?
All the damn time.
All the damn time. We drop daily content, man. So make sure y'all tap in with that. iBallRadio.com, man. The #1 website for all things high school basketball in the state of Alabama is on the way. So make sure you be ready to tap into that, man. Other than that, Breezy, man, holla at these folks. Let's get up out
man,
here.
you know who it is. It's your boy Breezy, but it ain't easy.
It ain't easy, man. Y'all already know. They call me coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, man, we out. Peace. Long live Hero.
For sure.